Okay, this is number 6 through 13 video. I'm going to start with number 6. It says you shoot a potato launcher from the ground across a field. The quadratic function h of t equals -3/4 t minus 3 squared plus 8 can be used to model the height of the ball, h, in feet after t times seconds. And then the first thing it wants us to do is identify the vertex and determine the minimum maximum. The first thing I want to do is label my axes. So time is usually the x value, and it's in seconds. And this is height in feet, and I want to point out that this is counting by twos. Okay, so I'm identifying the vertex. The vertex is the highest or lowest point, and in this case it is the highest. So I'm going to say it's right here. So I'm going to follow this down. It's 8 is my x value. I'm going to double check that. Yes. And then 48, because remember, these are counting by twos. Okay, so that's the vertex, and it has a maximum height of 48 feet. Okay, it's a maximum because it's going up. What does the vertex represent in this situation? Well, we just said that it was maximum. So it's the highest the potato can go. Identify the zeros and describe what they represent. A zero is an x-intercept, so it's where our line meets or touches the x-axis. There's two of them here. So the first one is 0, 0, and it's starting point. Potato is on the ground. Okay, but that's not the only zero, because what goes up must come down. So we launch it, whee, maximum height comes down, and it lands at 16, 0. So potato lands on ground after 16 seconds. Alright, the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is the halfway point. It's always the x value of the vertex. It's always the x value of the vertex. So, it's done by a dashed line, and we know our vertex is 848. We said that up here on number 6. So this is x equals, because horizontal lines are x, 8. What are the domain and range? Now this is a word problem, and it's continuous because the potato doesn't randomly stop. So domain are my x values. The lowest time value I have is 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to, and then the highest time we have is 16. After that, we don't care what happens because the potato's already landed. Now the range is how high something goes. It's our y value. So our lowest height we have is 0. It's on the ground. Less than or equal to y, less than or equal to, and then the highest is our maximum value, which is 48. That's as high as the potato can go. Alright, we're also going to do 12 and 13. It says a tennis player hits a ball from a height of 3 feet off the ground. The function h equals -t squared plus 4t plus 3 gives the height above the ground in feet after t seconds. So this one, they don't give me a graph, so I have to use a calculator. Okay, so here's my calculator. I've added a graph. I'm only going to put in this part. Okay, I don't need the h equals. I don't need the type y equals. It's already set up for me with my equal sign. So I have negative. Now, I cannot put a t. The calculator's not going to know what's going on. So negative x, we're just going to pretend the t is an x, squared plus 4x plus 3, enter. Alright, so there's my graph. It says, how long will it take to reach its maximum height? Okay, so the maximum, that means I have to find the vertex. So I'm going to zoom out, menu, zoom, zoom out. Cool, now I can see the top. I'm going to do menu, analyze graph, and then I'm going to pick maximum. Now all I have to do is highlight the maximum point. Alright, so this vertex is 2.7. That means it takes 2 seconds for it to reach its maximum height. 2 seconds, because max height is 7 feet. Alright, and then it says how high will it be at 4 seconds. To find this one, I'm going to do Control T. So this means when x equals 4. So I'm going to scroll down. At 4 seconds, for my x value, it's 3 feet high. 3 feet high. Alright, that's how you do the word problems.